Northfield High School in Indiana. Today, we are going to talk about what an argument is, and we will identify the components of an argument. So this lesson again focuses on the rhetorical analysis essay. However, the skills apply to the rest of the exam as well and well beyond. So first, an argument is not disagreeing with someone. So you aren't likely to find a good example of it on social media. Here's what it is though. It's making an assertion or thesis and supporting it with evidence. This chart is pretty helpful in explaining the basic elements of an argument. At the top is the thesis. Underneath that is the reasons why the stance or argument is valid, and those reasons are supported with specific evidence. So let's look at in a little more depth at each component. So the main idea, conclusion, or thesis is an assertion. It's the writer's opinion or stance or message. It's very important because it tells the reader the purpose. It is the main idea around which a writer organizes an essay. And it can be anywhere in the essay. Often we find it at the beginning or it may be revealed at the end. The reasons are the claims used to build an argument. They make up the line of reasoning or the organization. Each reason is focused on supporting the argument. And then the evidence. This is the support for the writer's claims and reasons. It helps convince the audience of the writer's stance, and it comes in various types. Effective writers choose evidence based on what they know about their audience. So we get back to that rhetorical situation we've talked about before. In the rhetorical analysis essay, we are analyzing the rhetorical choices a writer makes. One of those choices is how they convey an argument and what evidence they select. As we read and annotate a passage, we want to look for elements of the argument and how the writer organizes it. So some of the things to remember as we analyze an argument, we want to look for that main idea or thesis, look for the reasons, look for the evidence, and maybe any patterns that emerge as we go through that, look for the organization. And then determine how effective those choices are at conveying the writer's message to the audience. So let's look at a brief example. So let's look at this paragraph together. People who are wanting to get healthy might want to consider getting a dog, which can benefit their owners physically and mentally. For one thing, dog owners are more physically active. In fact, in one recent study, dog owners were 4 times more likely to meet physical activity guidelines than those who did not own dogs. As a dog owner, I take frequent walks, even in unpleasant